Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to OSCW TV. As you see, the cage has gone up. Matches exclusively here on OSCW TV from Cage Carnage 5 from Hanahan, South Carolina at the Hanahan Recreation Center. My name is Jason Willis along with Jared the Man Shapiro here calling all the action for you. As you hear the music of Hans Baumgartner led to the ring by Reginald Vanderhoff, his manager. The Universal title is on the line. He will defend tonight against Solitude, not only in the confines of a steel cage, Jared, but both men will be connected by the neck by a dog collar.
You know, first off, I gotta say, this new Hans Baumgartner music, digging it. Now, this match being a dog collar match, number one, is bad enough. There's nowhere to go. You can't escape the other guy. You got 10 feet of chain, and that's it. And then on top of that, you're in a steel cage. So not only can you not escape your opponent, you can't escape the ring.
A chance for mayhem and brutality here tonight. You see Hans waving the colors of Germany there, his home country.
I don't know what kind of sick, messed up individual can come up with this type of match, but, well, hopefully both men come out alive.
Tournament seems to be in vogue this evening. I would like to remind you, Brett, and all these droopy-eyed children out here,
Words of wisdom.
that I still have this contract, and once Hans Baumgartner, the Vatican assassin, takes up Solitude tonight, he won't be bound by OSCW anymore. He'll be bound by this contract. And it will be my pleasure to fire him in front of all these people. And do you know why I can do that? Because I'm a superior being. I bathe in Jaguar's tears.
Well, he is a superior being.
I have the heart of a lion, and I am the 2010 Carolina Independent Manager of the Year!
He's proud of that award too.
Baumgartner is your Universal Champion!
Yeah, it's an award to be proud of. I think for 2011, we will become a commentary team this year.
Could be. As we await the challenger here for this Universal Championship matchup. I wonder just how effective Vanderhoff's done a lot of talking tonight. Did you wonder just how effective he's going to be on the outside of the cage, not able to get in there?
Solitude is already wearing that chain. He's ready to get this match on.
Pride of the USA, Sgt Solitude, making his way around ringside. Vanderhoff's not German, is he? He sure is waving that flag around like he's proud of it.
Well, he's got to represent his client, obviously.
I don't know if the 2010 Manager of the Year is going to have much effect on this match. To give you a little bit of background on what's been going on with this particular rivalry, many months ago, Reginald Vanderhoff actually won a match where Solitude had to retire, but instead of letting the man retire, he actually purchased his contract and made him a I don't know what you call it, a whipping boy or a servant of the Dynasty, but Solitude managed to find a loophole, became #1 contender for the Universal title, and thus was back under contract of OSCW since he was a top contender for one of their titles, and thus Reginald Vanderhoff could not fire Sgt Solitude when he turned on him.
Yeah, it was a very long ordeal and very painful for...
Well, at least for Reginald Vanderhoff.
Yes. But Solitude somehow persevered. He's still there, and now he's wrestling for that Universal title.
Well, this is going to be most interesting. Vanderhoff says if Solitude does not win this title, he'll be back under his contract, and he will fire him. He will not make the same mistake he made several months ago. He will get rid of Solitude once and for all. Hans Baumgartner just attacks immediately. Vicious right hands.
No pandering to the crowd, no pandering to each other.
Solitude means, well, both these men actually mean business for Hans right now. He's firing away. Solitude takes back over. Reversal, he's pounding away on Hans Baumgartner. No love lost between these two men, Jared Shapiro.
I haven't seen punches thrown like those since the IHOP brawl.
Use the chain! Use the chain!
Well, a long storied rivalry between these two goes back to Weekend's Pub when Sgt Slaughter was the guest referee in a match between these two, and Solitude got the victory that night. Can he do it again? This time in the confines of a steel cage, those dog collars connecting the men. You see Solitude in there, a big right hand, knocks Baumgartner through the ropes.
Hans, get up!
Reginald Vanderhoff at the client's side,
Screaming to his client.
Come on!
Vanderhoff brags about having the Dynasty, but it seems like Hans Baumgartner here lately is the only member of the Dynasty left.
It's a one-man dynasty, that's all it is.
Rufio Rush, MIA. Chris Main gone. So we don't know what the future holds for him, but right now, he's got his man Hans Baumgartner defending his title.
Well, right now Hans Baumgartner's on his knees with a chain around his neck.
We saw Hans Baumgartner the last time OSCW was in action. Successful title defense against James
That was
Hunter.
a clothesline there.
Vicious clothesline by Hans. Vanderhoff likes what he sees now.
Whip him! Whip him like a gun! Don't give!
Yes,
Choking him out.
that last match between Hans Baumgartner and James Hunter was not on OSCW TV, unfortunately, but that was at the last show.
Hans got a quick victory with a top rope broke.
Yes.
And it was led to Hans into that powerbomb.
Gotta win any way you can.
Ooh, big fist drop there by Hans. And he continues to pound away at the face of Solitude. Solitude's in trouble.
He's in a world of trouble right now.
Hans Baumgartner using that chain to choke Solitude. Standing on his back. The USA champ rings out throughout the arena again.
I don't know how Solitude can.
What's on your mind, Chair?
I don't know how Solitude can overcome this vicious beating.
Well, there's a double leg trip, and now he pounds away on Hans.
He just got his second win. Or maybe right now it's the third win.
Reginald not happy at ringside, circling that ring. Is he trying to get in the cage?
That would be ludicrous.
Like he was looking for a way in for a moment there.
Maybe he wants to, get in there and shout some encouraging words without this steel barrier.
Perhaps. Probably that vicious knee attack of Solitude. On to Hans. Hans down on the mat. In trouble. What resolved by Solitude. Come back from that beating he was taking. Now Hans regains the advantage. Pounds away on Solitude.
Kicking him like a dead dog.
This is not a wrestling match, folks. This is an all-out brawl. A personal issue between these two men. You see Hans wrap the chain around his foot to stop Solitude. Using that chain as a weapon. Very smart move. Whether you like the legality of it or not.
I think Hans is
Everything goes in this match.
I think Hans is thinking back to 70 years ago when the United States and Germany were locked in mortal combat for the fate of the world.
Indeed, it's Hans now, just down on his knees.
And now, once again, the United States and Germany are locked in Mortal Kombat for the fate of the Universal title.
Very poetic there. Now, Solitude back in control.
Oh my God!
Here's that vicious flying fist drop, Solitude.
All of the weight of Sgt Solitude just dropped down on Hans Baumgartner. I think referee Michael Burton needs to call this. This is just too vicious.
Second rope now. Oh, and Solitude missed the second attempted fist drop. Hans back to his feet. Solitude is down. As you see Hans with that chain and that boot. He was just stepping on the face. How much is that is wanting to hurt a man, and how much of it is just humiliation?
I think it's pretty much equal between the two of us.
And again, the USA champ rings out. Right now, the fans can't help Solitude. Solitude is locked in heated battle with his mortal enemy, Hans Baumgartner. As you see a big right hand by Hans, puts Solitude down on his knees.
There's Reginald Vanderhoff shouting words of encouragement.
Ooh, head first into the cage.
Mean Jason, have you ever had your face put into a steel cage like that before?
No, and I wouldn't want to, Gary.
I wouldn't either. It doesn't look good.
One more time, Solitude rammed into the steel.
Like running into a cheese grater, which is also not fun.
Baumgartner back in control now. Standing on the back of Sgt Solitude. And looking for... Not going to find much encouragement with this crowd, but he will from Reginald Vanderhoff. He stepped into the elbow. Oh, and he missed!
Yes, apparently there's not a strong German presence in hand-to-hand stuff.
No, there's not.
Just redneck. And more redneck.
See a big clubbing blow there from Solitude. Chain wrapped around the fist once again. Pounding away. Look out now. Now Hans tastes the steel.
I guess if you can dish it out, you got to be able to take it.
There's another fist, that time in the chest in the midsection. Side headlock by Solitude. Chain perhaps wrapped around the chin, maybe.
I don't know what's worse, the fact that Hans had to put his face into that steel cage, or that his nose was just inches away from Solitude's armpit.
Oh.
That had to be, that was probably the most vicious hole of the night right there.
Another clubbing blow by Hans. Solitude back in trouble. Hans back in control. Just back and forth this matchup. Takes the leg and hooks it now. He's wrapping the chain around that leg. Well, if he can't move, he's easier to pin.
True. Vicious. The referee needs to stop.
What ref?
Ridiculous.
Vanderhoff screaming about something. I think he just told Brett Wolverton he quit. I don't know if I heard a submission. Big suplex by Hans. Vanderhoff screaming at Hans to cover Solitude. Kind of a humiliating cover there. One.
Well, if it works, what's it matter?
I just don't think you're going to pin him this way. Stomps away and steps on him again and demands Burton count. Now Burton still looks hurt from that super kick he took earlier in the War Games.
You shouldn't even be out there calling this match.
I'm starting to wonder that myself.
How is a referee that might be concussed allowed in this ring right now?
Vanderhoff and Hans might have a point of contention. If something were to happen and they were to lose this title tonight, I don't know.
Well, hopefully they they get Vanderhoff's crack legal team on it.
Are you kidding me? He's going for Solitude spear? No, into the corner. Fatal mistake made by Hans. Solitude called for a spear of his own. He's in position. Here he goes. Oh, and Hans gets nailed. Michael Burton, the possibly concussed referee, in for the cover. There's a 3 count.
Or maybe the world's slowest 3 count, but he got there.
Solitude wins the Universal Championship.
Camp Vanderhoff is not going to be
Oh, no, not at all. Look at him. His hands are behind his head like he's in shock. You see Solitude. Yes, he's there. There he is. He's got the title.
Can't believe it.
Hans collapsing the game. Oh, he's trying to get it. He's trying to get it, Vanderhoff. Wait a minute. I think he's got his hands on.
What is this? A fan. A fan has run in.
I don't know if that's a fan. I think that's Tad Phillips, the announcer.
What is he doing out there?
The Dynasty man, as he calls himself, the Dynasty's biggest fan. Oh, and Ray Lewis, the other color commentator. What in the world is going on? We got a battle of announcers here. Just slapped the glasses off of Tad Phillips.
I think someone's taking those home as a souvenir. Oh, I didn't want them, but
Vanderhoff and Hans are getting the heck out of Dodge. Tad Phillips is trapped in that cage. And wait a minute. I think Tad Phillips is going to pay the price for trying to help out his heroes in the Dynasty.
oh,
Big spear by Solitude onto Tad Phillips.
that man's not a wrestler. What are you doing?
That man's barely an announcer.
He's definitely barely an announcer. Right now, he's just roadkill.
All right, the Dynasty coffee maker, the shoe shiner, if you will, down on the mat. Ladies and gentlemen, Solitude is your new Universal Champion here at OSCW. For Jared Shapiro, I am Jason Willis. Thank you for joining us on OSCW TV.